Hello Libras, how you doing? Welcome back to the Astroflower energy reading going from the 15th to the 21st of September. I hope you're doing well. Messages from energy that came out this week. We have this week here that's coming up actually. It's a week of the shifting consciousness, I think. I think it's already started, to be honest, the events that's happened this week here. And this shifting consciousness is actually happening. I think it's going to be tied into geological events. So that's sort of coming through. And this week here is building up to your birthday season, which is absolutely fantastic. And we get the solar eclipse as well, right at the beginning of your season. So on the 21st. So, you've got this sort of driving force that is within you. And that driving force is built out of the earth and the water elements that we were talking about in the messages from energy as well. And you do have a huge amount of earth within your sign. And that earth energy plays into the physical side of your life, your material side, job, business, and your projects. And you get that cardinal earth that comes in from Cancer with your connection from the outside. So maybe there's a physical offering. So it could be a job offer, there could be a business opportunity, or even it could be a project opportunity that is in connection with the outside world, which possibly could be, something very worthwhile investing it in. That earth energy as well sort of like plays all the way through you. So, which comes from Virgo as well, which you get the adaptability a little bit within your inner being, according to relationships and so forth and the world that is around you. And also within your karmic path. And I think that earth energy is going to be the big telling sign, really. And it's starting now, and that earth energy is going to be with us, I would have thought, right through to Monday and Tuesday. And then we can start seeing the filament, and that's the water energy, and possibly a bit of fire that comes into the whole sort of system. The other aspect that we were talking about in messages from energy was the multi-dimensional aspect of life and turning into a multi-dimensional person. Like sometimes your relationship side and your work side can go hand in hand, can dovetail in one another, but also at the same time, other times in life that you need to keep them completely separate. And they sort of interact with one another like that. There's moments where they're in alignment, and there's moments when they are apart. And at the moment, I think the driving aspect of it all is that earth energy. And I think that's what brings everything together and brings multitudes of dimensions under one pathway, as it were. Okay, so let's have a look at your energies, and then we'll go into the chakra sequencing and then following up with a few cards. If you've got any questions that you want channeling or answering in next week's reading, please do put them in the comments section down below, and I'll try and answer them in next week's reading. Okay, let's just connect to the energies at the moment for you. There we go. A lot of emotions. This is the water aspect of it all. Now, you do have a similar sort of thing going on in the way of a direction. There's an emotional direction and connection to someone that is exterior to you, which it seems like that they're sort of like saying to you, come on, let's go and do something. And there's this fixed water energy that's running from within your center, within your central petal, that's sort of saying, no, I don't want my emotions to be, I don't want my emotions to be mixed up. I just want them to be stable and straight. I want to know what my emotions are so I don't have to worry about them. But the thing is, what's being offered to you is very exciting. Could be a new love. Could be someone who comes into your life. Could be someone who's connected to your financial side as well. That brings a whole new direction for you in regards to your emotions, and it could be absolutely brilliant. That's sort of coming in, but the general energy here is playing a lot upon the emotional side of life. Let's just see if we get an inner vision for you on the general energies. I get this idea that sometimes, Libra, you want to hide under a rock from the world. And someone's lifting that rock up. And what it's doing is opening you up to your happiness, which is fantastic. And it's giving you a glimpse at what could be brilliant for you. So, and I don't think you can avoid it. I think energy is doing that as well. I think energies are opening up your emotional side, and that could be as much as on your physical, material life, as much as it is on your relationship side. I would gladly. It's almost as it's moving blockages out of your way. That's what I get out of it as well. Very similar to Gemini, actually. Funnily enough, in that sort of sense. Well, I say very similar to Gemini, in that sort of sense as well. Okay, so let's just see what's going on the financial side. It's it's digging in for the long haul. This is this is demanding aspects of you, which is difficult to do sometimes. I think you can stay with a job. You will respect the duration of the job or the business or the so forth. I think you'll put your heart and soul in it, and I think things are starting to move a little bit for you on that sort of front, opening up, results for you. But it's going to ask for you to do to dig a bit deeper, and it's you're so close to the breaking through that glass ceiling. I don't know if we mentioned anything about that last week, but you seem to be breaking through something like uh, a blockage that you're breaking through. But you do need this sort of like determination, and this is where you can use that earth energy as well that you get from Virgo, which is the enthusiasm side of it. Also, being enthusiastic about your financial outlet, or or the business or the project and so forth, will push you to the limits in the sense where it will give you big rewards as well at the same time. But it's going to demand a little bit of resilience from your side in order to get this. And this is what we were talking about in the message from energy, of really focalizing on a goal or a point that you need to be heading towards. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side for you, the emotional sort of side. It seems like that someone's offering their love to you, but you don't seem to want to be accepting it. And I think we saw that last week because you were concentrating on your financial side. And I still think there's a big aspect of that as well at the moment. I get one person that's tied to a beautiful heart, and I don't think it's you. And it's as if like they're offering this heart towards you, but you're not there. I don't. Maybe it's because you're not in the right space in order to open up to a relationship. But I think this is that encounter that I was saying from the outside world that's in trying to stimulate a really joyful emotion with you, and it just why are you not there? Let's have a look at why you not there. Let's have a look at that. Once burnt, twice shy. That's what's coming back. And I think that's what's blocking you from enjoying life. You know, let's imagine if you love like a particular biscuit and you love cooking that biscuit and you burn yourself whilst making that biscuit. Doesn't mean you might, next time you make the biscuits, you kind of go, yeah, I'll pay attention to that. Or you can turn around and sort of say, okay, I'm not going to make any more biscuits in the future. So you're cutting off a joy within your life because it didn't work one time. And I'm not sure that that's. I think energy is almost sort of kind of saying no, not energy is not accepting that. And I think this is the blockage that I think you need to possibly get past in order for you to actually get a lot more success on your financial side, because you're opening up on your relationship side or your emotional side of life. And I think they go hand in hand more than anything else. What's going on the spiritual sort of front? The yin and the yang obviously is composed of yin and yang, and it seems to be you're trying to they're trying to ignore one side of it, and I think it's emotionally based, of course. And it's, it's like, it's accepting all aspects of the spiritual growth. It's not always easy. It's not going to be like a walk in a flowery meadow. Sometimes it will be, but not all the time. And this time here, I think there's work to be done. And I think this is for every single sign. You're not alone in this, Libra. It's for every single sign. I think it's a doubling down and being a little bit more sort of conscious and grown up about how we engage in life, and not to be emotionally um, skitty, flaky, as it were. So you need to sort of like pattern it up, as it were. You know what I mean? As they say, you need to pattern it up a little bit on that sort of front. And I think ignoring aspects of the spiritual side of life will be detrimental to you as you go forward. So I wouldn't ignore it if I was you. The yin and the yang you have to take in completeness, not there you go. In completeness, in one love. That's what it's all about. One love is, it's like the marriage vows, in sickness and in health, in richness and poorness, and poverty. You've got to take both sides of the coin here, and I wouldn't ignore it. I wouldn't ignore it. Okay, let's just see what's going on with the chakra sequencing for you. So here we go. Reconnect to that energy now. There we go. We've got that central point, which is really good. There we go. We've got the crown and the root. The crown and the root, like for most signs at the moment, is very balanced. It's not in one extreme or the other. I think it's a pathway that that you've got to go down, but going down that pathway, you do need to take into account both sides of that coin, more than anything else. It's now moving on to the solar plexus. So this is where the determination is coming into play. And this determination is all to do with abdomen, all to do with breathing in a way. It's the idea of converting air into water. And in order to convert air into water, you need fire, you need passion, you need to be passionate about life. And the fire in your Astroflower comes between past and future events on both your relationship and your financial side. I think this is where you do need to head forward. And I think you need to not ignore both sides of this coin here. But once you can get passionate about it, I think it's going to be a lot easier for you, and it's going to help with that determination to get the results on your financial side. But it's going to help that determination for you to open up your emotions on your emotional side and to be at one with your emotions as well. Okay, so that's on the solar plexus. Let's see where it moves on to now. Woo. There's a lot of stuff going on in the third eye there. All of a sudden, it's opening up into your crown chakra. You're getting like a real light bulb moment. This is a real light bulb moment. And this is what's coming up this week for you, I think. I think there's a major realization. That's that lifting up of the stone that you seem to be under in exposing you to the sunlight, And the sun is absolutely lovely. And I know you like it. So I think you're realizing that now, and it's a revelation for you within that third eye, because it touches enormously the crown chakra as well. Okay, where does it go to now? Here we come into the throat chakra. So we've got the third eye and the throat chakra. It's mainly the throat chakra now, so it's moving from the third eye into the throat. And this is all about that expression of the emotions, and engaging with like an emotional adventure for you to go on with someone, and then opening up your emotions to that. Okay, where does it move on to now? And then it goes back to the solar plexus, and it brings back that determination within your life, and then it follows on to the crown and the root. And once you get that determination, once you express those things, those emotions to other people that are around you, open up a little bit, then you're going to realize that actually you're a lot stronger than you thought. You don't have to be servitude. You don't have to be in servitude to your emotions. You can use your emotions in order to drive a lot of your determination to get things in order on your financial side. But you can also use those emotions as a safety valve, so you can escape from the heavy duty side of life, and engage emotionally and beautiful in a new love maybe within your life. Okay, so there you go. That's the chakra sequencing for you. Let's just pull a few cards for you. Let's put a card on your financial side to start with, and then we're going to pull a card on your relationship side, and then we're going to do the general overall energies. So let's start off with your financial side. That's your mission, isn't it? You get the Knight of Wands there. You are going off on a mission, and it's a very passionate mission. This is where the fire comes into play, and the fire comes in from Leo. So it's very squared off. It's fixed energy. It's helping you to be really fixed about and consistent within your passions. You do have to be a little bit at the moment sort of thinking, rather than sort of pre-planning everything, although you probably will do. You'll pre-plan everything, but just be wary and ready to react, as it were, or engage, as it were, on your financial side. But whatever it is, that's that re-engagement of that determination, digging deep within you, which is that mission you're going off about. And it's making you feel passionate about your mission. Let's see what's going on your relationship side. Get the Eight of Wands. As I said, I think there's someone coming into you that gives you a direction. There's communications in this. There's answers as well to questions, which is, I think, is you unblocking a certain aspect within your life, and you're realizing that you may need to open up a little bit emotionally in order to get the returns that you so wish out of life. But whatever happens, the moment you do, it's going to go very quickly for you. Things are going to change enormously quickly, and that's that light bulb moment that comes in for you. In the general energy that's blowing through you, look at that. You get the Eclipse card. You get the Eight of Cups. This is the only card with a solar eclipse happening on it. And it's all about the curious side as well. The moon is the underbelly, the hidden side of life. And now it's going in front of the sun. It's allowing you to sort of start saying, actually, there's a lot more to life than I thought. And this is where you're going out and exploring and experimenting all of those things in life. I think you've got that curiosity within you needs to be satisfied more than anything else. And that's the general energy that's running through you. So there you go, Libra. Thanking you very much for being here. Thanking you very much for subscribing, liking, and sharing. Don't forget about the messages from energy and all the other energy videos that we do on this channel. I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.